One of the most common questions that we receive about doing SEO for clients is how long? It can be how long do I have to pay? How long does it take to get results? They're two different things. Basically, how long it will take to get your results depends on your website in particular. So before we start working together, we will have a moment in which we look at your site with our technical tools together. We will share the findings immediately, and it will basically be influenced by two main factors: how long the site has been existing, three main factors. How long the site has been existing, because if it's a new website, it takes longer. New websites, Google doesn't immediately trust them. It's a little bit like when there is a new business and you really need to understand if they're reliable. It's the very same thing with Google. It's something that is technically called domain trust. Google won't trust a new domain straight away, immediately. They will need to see it existing for a few months at least. So they will willingly have it in a sort of sandbox. That is where they keep the rankings of a website dampened. They don't let them really get high. Another factor that is immediately related to this is the lack of backlinks. Backlink is a link from a third-party website to yours. The more links coming to your site, the more Google, if they're good quality ones, the more Google will trust your site. A new site clearly won't have any links pointing to it. So whenever new links are created, this will increase the domain trust. It will shorten the time spent in the sandbox. And in any case, will make sure that the site will rank faster. So even if your site has been existing for a while, it may not have achieved, particularly if you never did SEO before, it may not have achieved any links at all, which is one of the elements that could make the time expectations longer. We will look at your backlink profile together and we'll tell you how many links you have, what is your domain authority now, what timings we can expect. The last element that will influence the expected timings is the type of platform the site is on, together with the type of objectives that you have. So if you have very attainable goals like local rankings, geolocalized keywords, or a specific niche and industry, that's easier. If you're targeting more global keywords, very competitive, difficult ones, it will take longer, particularly if the type of website that was used to create the site, the type of platform, is one of the site builders, no-code, do-it-yourself site builders. I mean, for example, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace. These sites do not let us, SEO providers, fix many of the technical issues that may be there. That would take longer and make it harder to rank for very complicated and competitive keywords. So we'll look together at all these factors. On average, 6 months to 1 year. This is the time frame that you can expect. And we'll get more in detail when we look at your site. This is how long it will take to get you some good first page results that start to become leads and traffic. How long you have to pay, though, is not the same, because one thing that's pretty unique in the way we work with our clients is that we do not bind our clients to stay with us for a certain amount of time. It's quite peculiar, because most agencies, if not all of them, will bind you with a contract to stay for 6 months or 1 year. Instead, we want to keep our clients free to stay as long as they feel the value of it, as long as they feel that they can afford it and they are actually getting something valuable out of it. So If for any reason you are facing some economical difficulties, you need to stop the plan or pause the plan after 2 months, we can do it, and we will do it for you before the renewal. It will always happen on the same day. So if you need us to have a break, we will do it. If you want us to stop, we will do it. You'll know if we haven't gotten there yet. You'll see where we are, because we report you every month in a very clear way, and in-person meetings. You know where you're at the moment, and then we can restart, regroup later on when it's the time. Or we can go on working together for years, because we have clients that have been with us for years, because it's not that if you start getting the first amazing first page positions after 6 months to 1 year, then you stop. You can keep getting more and more, and there is so much that we can achieve. So we have gladly, we're really, really blessed to have clients who have been with us for years now. So I hope this clarifies about timings, expectations for your SEO plan.